This conference.
Good evening, everyone. So last class we have started already with the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, the basic things we have seen. The same thing with an advance we are going to discuss. So how to use a VLOOKUP, how to apply data validation, how to fix this table or the range, to lock the range, all these things, cell reference, what is absolute reference, what is absolute reference, mixed reference, and relative reference. This we have seen. So now we are going for this range lookup. Before I start with the range lookup, if anybody has a doubt, please let me know.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, can you just explain VLOOKUP in just a brief, ma'am?
Okay. Okay. These are the data I have here, right? Now using this data, say example. Now I have a salesman ID. Salesman ID. I want to know who is the salesman for this ID number. Who is the salesman for this ID number I want to know. So for this, we'll use a VLOOKUP. So I have a large source of data out of which this I'm having a data. From this source data, I just want to extract few information for which I'll be using VLOOKUP. Okay, to find out the values where I'm looking for, where it is, instead of using Control F and finding everywhere, I can just make a drop down so that immediately I'll get the list as soon as I make a changes in anywhere. For this, we are using a VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP here, so I want to know what lookup value. Lookup value is I'm looking the salesperson of this ID. So lookup value is this ID. So I'm going to fix this with F4. And then table array. This is my table array. This is my table array. This also I'm going to fix. So instead of fixing this table, I also told you you can give a name for this table. Under the formula tab, you have an option for defining the table name. Then after this, I'll give a comma. So what I need, salesman. In this selected range, salesman ID is in first column, salesman is in second column. So this I'm looking for the value which is in second column. This is third column, fourth column, fifth column in this table which I have selected. In the range of selection, I'm looking only for the salesman which is in second column. So 2, give a comma, give a comma. And now what I want to do is I want the exact match. So I told you that exact match means when one option is equals to the other option, which is same. A equals to A, B equals to B. In that case, we will use false. That is exact match. Instead of false, you can use it as 0. Instead of true, you can use it as 1. Okay, either of this you can do. Okay, if you are finding anything in between a range, then you will be using a option which is true between a range. So this is what I've explained. Now see, you're getting the answer, Chandan. In case if I change here 1007, see, I'll get the answer. If I change here 1001, I'll get the answer. So 1010, yes, automatically it will change. So here for changing this, I've applied a data validation. Go to our data validation, any list. So it is list source where I have the list of ID numbers. This is the where place where I'm having the list of ID numbers. Select this, click on OK. So automatically you get the drop down list. So whichever the number you select, automatically you will get an output. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now we will go for this performance. Now see here, these are the salesperson I'm having. This salesperson has made the sales. These are the salesperson who has made the sales. Now, based on the sales what they have made, I want to give them a performance output. So now see, I'll just give this also color. I'll click on this target, format painter, then on this I'm clicking. Once if you click, that is enough, you will get the same thing. So same thing again, format painter, I'll apply for area code also. Now see, I have some condition here saying that salesman is making a sale, how much? 0 to 35 is poor, 35 to 60, okay, then it is average, 60 to 80, then it is good, more than 80, that is more than 80, more than 80, then it is best. This is what. Now, I told you in the last class when you will use a false and when you will use a true match. This is between a 0 to 35, between 35 to 60. That means it is okay, 35. You have to give here as 34, and this is 59, 79, like this. I have a range. Now, based on this range only, I'm going to look a percentage. That is my performance I have to choose. I have to get this performance year. This performance has to be shown this side. I have a target and the performance report. Based on that, I have to get an output on what they have made a sales. This is my requirement. On this sales, what this salesperson has made, I need a performance result. For this, again, we are using a VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. Lookup value is what? I need the performance. Performance is based on what? My sales. This cell, I'm not going to fix it. Okay, this cell, I'm not going to fix it. Give a comma. Table array, where I have the performance output, performance things. This is the place where I have a result. So I'll select this table. Now you can fix this F4. This is a table. I need it as an output. Then after fixing this, give a comma. Column index number. Target is in first column. Performance is in the second column. I need the performance. So I'll give here as 2. Give a comma. Now what I want, exact match or false match. False match, when it is equals to the same thing, then I'll use. But here 45 is the sales. 45 is between a number between 35 and 59. Between. So I have to choose here a approximate match, that is 1. You will get this. You can drag this. Are you all getting the same answer?
Ma'am, one doubt.
Tell me.
Ma'am, how do you know like it is a false match or a true match to give 0 or 1?
So see, if it is a false, if it is a false, then according to the Excel, they say it as 0. If it is a true condition, then they say it as 1. In case you are not sure whether you have to use 0 or 1, in that case, you can just directly type it here as true. Okay, if you are not able to understand whether I have to give 0 or 1, I'll just use true or false.
Anything can be used, ma'am, at that in that
Anything
case,
can be used. Yes.
we will get the
Only
answer.
thing is, yes, no, not like that. Anything it is not the answer. Whether you have to use true or false, you must be sure about this. Because I'm using your true because the answer I need it is between this range. 45 is between this. 65 is between this. 32 is between this. So when it is coming in between the range, I explained you this in a last class, yesterday's class, when you have to use a true, when you have to use a false. So I said that, say this 1007 ID number is equal to 1007. It is a unique thing, right? It is a unique thing. So since it is a unique, this won't be repeated again and again. I need exactly what is the person for this. Who is the salesperson? What is the product exactly belonging to this one I want. So for that, I use a exact match. Exact match, which means it is a false. Exact match means it is a false we are using here. Whereas now when I was choosing this 45, 45 is the sales. 45 is the sales that has happened based on the target. So the target was given here. If any person who is getting between this range, so above 35, that above 35 means there is a number in this between from 35 to 60. From 35 to 60 there is a number range, so 45 is something which comes between this. So that means approximately somewhere between this I'm getting it. Okay, in between the range. When I have in between or something between the range, in that case you will choose as approximate match. Clear? So example, if A is equals to A, then it is false match, that is exact match. When I say A, B, C, okay, A, B, C is somewhere equals to between A, B, C is something between A to Z, I'm saying. Okay, I'm saying A to Z. That means A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z or anything. Okay, L, M, N, O, anything. These are the alphabets that comes between A to Z. That means approximately between this area I am getting this. So you will choose this as approximate match. That is true match. Clear now? Do you have any doubt? Response me please. Do you still have any doubts?
No, ma'am, understood.
Very good. Thank you.
Ma'am, could you please show the range lookup thing again?
Okay. I need the performance output here. To get this output here, I already have a data here. I need an output in the performance field. This performance field information I have in separate table. Separate table. Now if you want to give a name for this, you can give it. So we will define a name here. We'll go to formula, select this, define name. So we'll give it as target itself. Click on OK. Now can you see here the target name in the name box? So now what I'll do, equals to lookup value is 45. This is my sales, give a comma. Then my table array is target. Okay, I'll select this. So the table has been selected here. I'll give a comma. Then column index number. So it is the performance is in second column, give a comma. So since that is between a range, I'm choosing here as true, close the bracket, and so now when you drag this for the next level, automatically you'll get the answer.
Okay, ma'am.
Now I need the area code. So this Bangalore is equals to this only one value, Delhi only one value, Kolkata only one value. We don't have Bangalore multiples. We don't have Delhi also multiple places, Kolkata also multiple places, but different pin code we don't have. So I just have one pin code here, area code for one area. So this time we will use approximate. If you want to define a name for this table also, you can define. Select this area, define a name as zone itself and click on OK. Now we will apply VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP equals to VLOOKUP. Then now my lookup value is based on zone. Zone. So I have to select the zone, comma. My table array, we have already given a table name zone. I'll select as zone.
And how
Give
did
a
you give
comma,
the table name?
table name. Okay, so one second. Now see here, I have a table. I'll select this table. Okay, target and performance, and this range I'll select. Click on this define name. Formula tab, define name. Okay, give the name as target. Click on OK. So the table name is given. If you want to see the name, go for this name manage. You can see here. Now select the second table. Go for define name. Give it as zone. See the range here. So what you have selected here, the same thing is been given here. Now click on OK. Equals to VLOOKUP. Lookup value is this. Okay. Then comma. See. Then I'm giving here the table name. Table name. I've given a table name here as target. So you can see the name here, target. Select this. Give a comma. Column index number. Performance is my output. Performance here it is. First column, second column. Performance is in second column 2, comma. So it is approximate match. Close the bracket. Enter. Now you can drag this till the last one. Here, since I have made a fixing of this, I'm not getting this output.
Ma'am,
Okay.
excuse me,
Yeah,
ma'am.
tell me.
So when we have ranges, we should not fix up the lookup value.
No. It is not that's fixing up. See, if I fix this, when I use this F4 here, okay, when I use F4, okay, sorry, I'll select this, I'll press F4, enter. Now when I drag this, everything is getting average. Why? See here, lookup value, this cell only is selected. Again, when I select this, the same cell has been selected. That means this cell is been fixed. I have locked this. So wherever I go, this cell only will be chosen for everywhere. So I don't want this particular cell to be chosen everywhere. For that, I'm not using this. I'm not pressing F4. Fixing means wherever I'm applying, the same cell must be locked. It should not change anywhere. So if you don't fix it, when you drag, you will get the output. So now this time I'm only fixing the column. F column is fixed, but the rows are not fixed. Okay, so rows means these are the rows. 4, 5, 6 is not been fixed. Only F column is fixed. Now I'll press enter. Now let me drag this and see. See, you'll get an output. F column is fixed, but it can, when you go here, see, automatically it is changing. If you don't press F4 also, no problem. If you don't press F4 also, no problem. Still you will get a answer. This is because
Ma'am,
it has to simultaneously go for the next cell when I am pressing this, when I'm dragging this to the next level. I don't want to lock it in one place itself. Okay. Please refer yesterday's video. What is the meaning of fixing the cell? Okay. So I've taught you about the discount. If you're giving how to do that, those things have explained with the addition and the discount value. Please refer that.
excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, why is it necessary to name the table?
I don't want to select this table and then press F4. Instead of doing these two actions, now I have a small table. I'm selecting this, then I'll press F4. Say, assume that I have this full sheet of everything. I have some thousand data. I can't select all the thousand data. In case if I have a thousand data, say example, um, so see, I have lot of data. This data is something where I have more than 4,000, 40,000, 50,000. So I cannot do this, right? See, I cannot click, drag everything and then press F for this. I can't do. So when I select this table, right? When I select this table and give a name, I don't have to keep on selecting this. I just give a name. So automatically this range will be selected. Small data is fine for me to select, but when I'm having a large source of data, how can I select this? This is a hectic work for us, right? We don't know where we have selected, where the column has missed, where we have missed anything. So instead of dragging the so much things, I'll just select this area and I'll give a name. I'll go for formula, define the name, saying that it is a garment sales. Okay, so space is not used. I'm using underscore. I'll give okay. Now see, when I use here, say example, mm, okay, equals to, before that I'll just give here, since I have a repeated values, I might not get the answer, but still I'll just try. So LN6, this I will take. Okay, so equals to, we look up, open a bracket, lookup value is this, give a comma. My table array, I cannot, instead of selecting this, I have already given a name, garment sales. I'll select this. Now see, the table, full table has been selected. I don't have to fix this. I don't have to select this, click and drag. Now I want a column index number. So I want to know what is the item name. Item name is in 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth column. Enter. So it is false match. Close the bracket. Enter. Since I have the repeated values, so it gives me no answer. If I give it as true, let's see. See, because there are repeated values. Everything is repeated, so I have to use other functions. So those functions I'll be explaining in a next class. I mean, now we are going to continue. Okay, here I'll be teaching how to use those functions. Okay, now we will go with this area code. Are you clear now why we are defining a name?
How do you get the drop down option when you define after you define the name?
Drop down.
Yeah, like you get the options right, like whatever name that you have given after you define the name.
You will get here manage data. This name, when you select it, when you have already defined it, you have to type it. Say example, we have already given a name for the zone. Now we will go with this VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. So lookup value is Bangalore, comma. My table array I've given as zone. As when I give this, you have to select this. You have to click on this. If you're not able to select this, then do one thing, type it as zone. So when you get this name blue color when it is highlighted, press directly a tab. Now you can see this red color highlighted, here also red color. That means it has been selected, comma. So area code is into, give a comma, then it is false match. That means exact match. Close the bracket, enter, then drag this for the next level. Done. Now we'll go for the next one. If error lookup. I'm going for the next sheet. If error lookup. So I'll do one more thing. Now see here. Same data you copy everyone and paste it below this. Clear this information, performance and area. Now copy this target. Come here below this data and paste it. Paste using transpose. Transpose. Okay. And the same way you also copy this data, zone area, and you also paste it below this as a transpose only. Okay. So this data is given in a vertical format. So I've used here VLOOKUP. Okay. So I need an output here, but the actual data is given here in an horizontal format. Right? Define the name. Define the name for this as target 2 or target H target, and define this name as H zone. Okay. Select this and
I'm
define a
sorry for
name.
this.
Tell me.
Ma'am, could you just tell that transpose function again, please?
Okay. Copy this zone and area. So whichever you want, you just copy this. This I've already done. I'm showing you in the second one. Copy, Control C. Now click where you want to paste. Now go for this paste option. Below this you have a drop down option. Click on this drop down option. You have an option here as transpose. Can you see this? Transpose. Click on this.
Okay, ma'am.
Now try here HLOOKUP. Instead of VLOOKUP, it will be a HLOOKUP. I'll give you 5 minutes. You can try this.
Excuse ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, we have to define name again when we paste this as an horizontal thing, ma'am.
Yeah, because this is vertical one, right? For this, I've given a data. So you see here, when I select this, in a name box, you can see the name of this table, what you have given. But when I select this area, this place, I cannot see the name. So define the name if you want, or just select the table and then fix the cell. This you want to do, you can do. Your wish. But giving a name will be easy for you.
Ma'am, if we don't give the name, we have to fix it also.
Yeah, you have to select this range and then press F4. Fix you have to do.
Okay, ma'am.
Try this with the HLOOKUP. Check whether you're getting an output and let me know.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, ma.
Ma'am, this VLOOKUP when we did like last time to give grades, all that, that time also this can be used, right, ma'am?
Yes, ma, you can use it.
Okay.
So when you have done this grades and all in calculation of number of scores, A grade, B grade, and all we have done, right? There
Yes, ma'am.
also you can use. You can use there also. Try that. If you don't get used, ask me in the next class. I'll explain you. Now let me finish this today with this VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP.
Okay, ma'am.
Are you done with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's go
Yes,
for
ma'am.
this if error data. Okay. If error, yeah, fine. Thank you, ma. We will go for this if error lookup value. See, I have a data here. Already we have some ID numbers. In case if I'm going to add some more data here, what will happen? So I'm only fixing this table, right? Only this table range I'm giving a name. So this will become more problem for me if I'm adding the other number, right? So what I will give here is we will give a name for this like this. We just select the table like this. Hold a shift. Okay, just select this all these things. From B to F, select the range B to F. Okay, I'm not selecting only this table. I'm selecting from B to F. Then we will define a name. Give any name you want. You can give your name also. No problem. Okay. So I'm giving here as invalid underscore data. I'm giving here as invalid underscore data. If you want anything else, you can give your name. Also, you want some other rows, flowers, anything you want to give, you give it. I just give it as invalid data. The range has been selected from B to F. I'm giving as OK. So you can see the name here. Now I want to know who is the salesman for this. So what I will do equals to VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP. So lookup value is salesman ID. Now this is I don't want to change to some other place. Let it be here itself. So I'll fix this F4. Then give a comma. My table array. We have given a name. So I'll select that as invalid data. I'll go for this invalid data. Press a tab. So the range has been selected. The same color also I can see here. Comma. The column index number. So in the selected range, salesman is in second column. I'm giving as second. Give a comma, give a comma, then it is false match, that is exact match. Close the bracket, enter. So you're getting an output. So same thing, I'll just drag here, but here after dragging I'll change the column number. Third column, fourth column, and sales is in fifth column. So like this I'm just changing here. Okay, done. Now in case if I'm adding some value here, see here, now I'll give it here as 1011, enter. So I didn't have a name only, so it was giving a error. So if I have no details here, what I want to do here is I'm going to add one more function, if error I'm going to add. This is one more formula. I'm going to add it up with VLOOKUP. So see here equals to if error, if error. So if error value, if error. Okay. So let me give this. Let me explain you first this. Now there is a function which we are going to use now as if error. In this, when you give a output, which says you as value, value, comma, value if there is a error, value if there is a error. This is what the function says. Now we are doing with VLOOKUP. I've done a VLOOKUP. For this, I'm also getting an answer, right? I'm getting an output for 1004, right? 1004. In case if I'm giving as 1011, which is not there in that, so it shouldn't give me an error. It should show me a message if there is a error. If there is a error, then it has to show me as invalid id, because this id information I don't have, so I want an output as invalid id. Like this it has to display me, which means I'm going to use this function with the VLOOKUP. Okay, value. This value is nothing but my VLOOKUP. If there is a error in my VLOOKUP, so if there is any error in my VLOOKUP function, I need an output as invalid id. This is an output I must get. So if there is an error in a VLOOKUP, I need an output as invalid. Now see, so instead of me editing this again and again, changing all these things, now what I'll do, I'll go here. Before this VLOOKUP, after equals to, I'm going to add it as if error. If there is a error, open a bracket, in this VLOOKUP formula, if I'm mentioning any wrong ID number where there is no information, so after this equals to if error, open a bracket. So your VLOOKUP function, let it be the same thing. At last give a comma. I need an output as what? Invalid ID. So type it as invalid ID and close the double quote, close the bracket, enter. Now if I give here as 1011, see it said me as invalid and it has gone. See here I'll give here an output saying that 1011, 1012. Now let me type here 1011. See, since I gave a number here, it gave me output because I don't have information. In case if I give it here as 1015, enter, it gives me 1015 if I'm giving. Retry. The value does not match the validation restrictions defined. So it will show me invalid and automatically it will give me an output. So I'll give here as cancel. So automatically the previous value what I've entered will come here. Understood this? I just edited the cell by adding if error. This is because until you get practice, use all the functions without editing, adding one formula to another formula. You must learn like this. After that, you can, without using this directly also, you can apply. Understood now? Now when I give here something 1011, now see, I'll get the answer. When I give here as 1012, I'm not getting the answer because there is no value here. Clear everyone? So why no answer? That means I'll take it as you have no doubt. So let me go for this match and index function. So I want a dynamic list, which I'm going to use here as the same kind of function I'm going to apply here also. The same kind of function, that is the same VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Instead of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, we are going to try with the other function. So I'll give here as dynamic list. Dynamic list. And then I'll copy some heading here and put it over here. For this dynamic list, I'll choose this format painter, and I'll apply here. Okay, now this also two cells, I'll just merge this, and this area I'll select and I'll choose merge across. That means only this two cell, this two cell, this two cells will be selected. I think I've already given a data with this. Now as soon as I select here this, see till here when we were doing this data, for this column index number, I was using 2, 3, 4 like this number. So instead of that, I can also use one more method, which is, have to choose. Okay, which I have to choose here as match function. So when I was using this column index number, so instead of mentioning the column number, I can use the other function which is called as range. Okay, we can use the other function which is called as match function. Sorry, not range, it is match function. So this match function is used for, okay, this match function is used for checking, okay, to check which column it belongs to check the column number, the column number. Now we will see how this function is going to work. Okay, so I want to know which column this language is belonging to, or this column is belonging to. So what I will do, equals to match, 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 lookup value. Lookup value is what? My heading. This heading, which column number it is. This I want to know. Right? So I'll select this, give a comma, and my lookup array. Lookup array is my heading. Again, select this headings. After selecting this headings, fix this F4. Give a comma. So this is going to be your exact match 0. So see why 0? For exact match here they have given as 0. When you select this as exact match, it will come as 0 only. Okay, but whereas in your VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, it was showing you as false and true match. Here it says me as less than, exact match, greater than. So for exact match, it is given here as 0. I'm selecting the 0. close the bracket, press enter. Now let me change to some other heading. Now see, fourth column, first column. So I'll copy this and paste it here. So this. So instead of copy paste, let me apply a drop down list. We'll go for data, data validation, list, and select the source. Source is what? My headings. This heading rows. Select all these headings, then click on OK. Now I got this drop down. Whenever I'll select this, automatically it will change to whichever it is, the column number. Okay. Now I have a list here. As soon as I select this Hindi, I must get this list. If I select the some other language, so I must get that language. So whatever you are changing here, based on that you must get your output. Now what I'll do, I'm going to use one more function here. So before using this before I go for the index function, let me know, do you have any doubts in match function? Can you all respond me? Somebody? Anybody has a doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So now I'm going to use a function index. Index equals to index, open a bracket. Array. Array is what? Where I have a data. So this is my data. Fix this F4. After fixing this, give a comma. So row number, we have a data in column wise. We don't have it in a row wise. So when I have no information, I'll have to give it as 0. I don't have a column information. I don't have a row information, so I'm giving as 0. I have a column information. So this column is nothing but the column heading, the number which I have selected here, I3. Now see, automatically I'm getting. So now I'll just drag this till wherever I want. The reason why I'm not getting this is I3 is not been fixed. So let me fix this I3 also. Function F4, I've done. Now let me drag this. See, automatically I'm getting. Let me change to some other language. See, all the values is also changing. But what will happen if I remove this column number, this match function? I won't get any answer. When I have the function value here, only then I'll get answer. If I remove it, I won't get anything. So what I will do, same thing, whatever I've applied a function here, instead of this I3 where I've selected the match function, I'll use here match function directly. Match. My lookup value is the previous one. So the language I'll select. Let me fix this F4, give a comma, lookup array. This is my lookup array. Again, let me fix this, give a comma, exact match, close the bracket. So after this match function, I have to close the bracket for index function also, enter. Now I got the answer. Let me drag now. See, you will get like this. Okay, are you all getting
Um,
this?
ma'am, can you repeat it once again?
Could you please repeat, ma'am?
Okay, so now what I'll do is we will use the index function equals to index, open a bracket. Array is nothing but my table. This is my table. After selecting this table, press F4. Press F4, give a comma. The thing is, This data is not visible for you, I think. I'll just expand this. Now what I'll do is equals to index, open a bracket, array is my table, this data. Select this data. After selecting this data, press F4, function F4. Give a comma. Now my column index number. So next one it says me as row number, but my data is in column. So for row I'm giving here as 0. For column index number I have to give the number, but instead of giving the number, we know the function match. We will apply a match function. Match, open a bracket, open a bracket. I will select the previous cell just above this. I'm pressing the up arrow key. G3 is been selected. I'll fix this F4, comma. So for the Telugu language which is selected, for this lookup array is this heading. Lookup array is this headings. So headings range I'll select, press F4, give a comma. Next one, I want exact match. Exact match, close the bracket. So now for column index number, I've used a match function. For row, we have no information in a row, we have in column only. So I've given a 0. Array is my table. Okay, and this is the range which has been selected behind this. So I'll just press. After this match function, I have to close this index function also. Close one more bracket, enter. So now you can drag this to the next thing. So you'll get all the output. If you change to the other heading, automatically all the values will also change.
Excuse ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, it shows a spill, ma'am.
Yes,
Fill.
ma'am.
Same here, ma'am.
Same here, ma'am.
You're getting us fill.
Yes, ma'am. Spill,
Can,
spill.
can someone take the screenshot of what you're getting and put it on a WhatsApp?
Ma'am, could you show that function?
Okay. Can you see now?
Yes, ma'am. Too.
This is my output. So I want your screen. You're getting something like spill, you're saying, right? Just take that as a screenshot and share it to me. Did anyone share it?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see.
It's shared. The next one, ma'am, not that.
The thing is, your cell is having a, I think here you didn't merge, I have merged it, but you didn't merge it, I think. So see, let's do this. See, just delete this where you have a data, G, H, I, whatever you have, just delete this. Select this and use control minus to delete it. Only in G column, type it as dynamic list. Only in G column, type it as dynamic list. and copy some heading, put it over here and create a drop down list for this. Data, data validation, list. So I'll select this list. Okay, done. I got the drop down. So till you're done, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we will use a function here equals to index, open a bracket. For array, select this table. You should not select this list of dynamic list, only from the language heading what you have given, that from there you have to select. Don't select this list using dynamic list. You don't use this. Okay. Now after selecting this range, press F4, give a comma. So I have a data in vertical format, not in a row format, that is not in horizontal format. So for row number, I'm giving here as 0, give a comma. For column number, we are going to start with match function. We are going to start with match function. Match function lookup value is my previous cell where I've given a heading. Okay, G3. So I'll fix this. F4. Then give a comma. The next one, lookup array. Lookup array is nothing but my headings again. Select this headings. Fix this. Give a comma. After fixing, give a comma. Now I need an exact match. 0. Close the bracket for match function. Now close the bracket for index function. Now look here. For array, this is what is done. Okay, I've selected this range. For row number, I've given a 0. For column index number, I've used a match function. So are everyone getting the same thing? Did you all do the same thing? Now press enter. You will get the first value. Now here, just drag this to the next till wherever you want. Then try to change this headings and see what is the answer you're getting here. Is everything is changing or not? Done? Are everyone done with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now we'll go for the next one, multiple table lookup. See, in one single sheet, I've given a 3 table, but the data is different. The bill number is different. So see, there is a continuation of bill number. So assume that this is the sales report for the month of January, and this is for the February, and this is for my March month. But all are in different table till now. Whenever we have done, we used to select only one table range. Automatically, I used to get an output. but this time I'm selecting the table which I'm having a 3 tables. Okay, so I have about the 3 tables. Now what I have to do here is, say example, if I give a number as 1006, I must get this output, product and quantity here. If I give here the number as 1014, so I must get this as an output. If I give the bill number here as 1025, so I must get this as an output. For this, we are going to use if condition along with this. It's a bit lengthy, so make sure you do with me, along with me, because I cannot select 3 tables at one go. I cannot select like this also. When I'm selecting all the 3 tables, so make sure that when you have a different sources of data in different place, you must have this heading same. Okay, so for your understanding, I will change the color of this headings. Okay, so I have a January month sales, February month, and the March month sales. So I need an output here. Now what I will do, we will use equals to VLOOKUP. Do along with me so that you won't get confused. VLOOKUP, open a bracket. Lookup value is this ID number. What is there? Bill number. Now I'll fix this. Give a comma. So from here, table array is where I have a problem. I don't have one single table. I cannot select all this together also. So what I will do, I have to select individually one by one. For that, I'm going to use one more thing here, if function. If this bill number, if the above bill number what I have, one second. If this above bill number which I have here as 05. Okay, this one, the above one. So let me show you once again. I'll cut this Control X and I'll put it over here so that you will understand this. X and put it here. Now I am going to apply it. Equals to the lookup. Lookup value is this ID number. I'll fix this, comma. Okay, now table array. For this, I'm going to start with if function. If this selected cell, let me fix this. If this selected cell bill number is less than or equals to this last bill number 1010, comma, then select this table and fix it. Then give a comma. Now second condition again, one more if condition. If again, if this selected cell bill number is less than or equals to 1020, the second table's last number 1020, comma, then select this table and fix this, comma. My third condition again, if this selected cell value, comma, okay, if this selected cell is less than or equals to the last bill number 1030, give a comma, then select this table, the third table of March month. Then fix it, F4. Okay, so all the tables has been selected. I've used 3 if condition. Let me close all the 3 if conditions bracket, then give a comma. The column index number, I need a product. Everywhere the product is in second column, so 2. Again give a comma. Now it is a exact match, so false. Close the bracket, press enter. You'll get an output. Now the same function, I'll copy this, Control C, and after copying this, I'll come for this quantity. I'll paste here. This second column, I'll change to third column. Enter. I'll get an output. Now let's see by changing the value here. 1011. See, the output is changing. Okay, let me give here as 1005. 1005, 8440. Okay, 10109. So HDD and 60, yes. 1012. So mouse and 35, yes. So then let me give here as 1024. So 1024 LCD and 35, yes, I'm getting the answer. Clear, everyone? Just cross check with your function where you have gone wrong. Are everyone getting an output of this? Response me please, somebody. Since there is no response, then I'll consider this as no doubt. Okay, try to solve this till here. So from next class, I'll just finish with the remaining thing of VLOOKUP. Then I will start with the pivot table. How to do a pivot table we will discuss in the next class. So that's all for today. Everyone please practice. If any doubts, we'll discuss in next class. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So try to do. If still you don't understand how to do with this if condition, I'll teach you once again tomorrow. So till wherever we have covered, please refer once and we'll discuss again. So that's all for today. Bye everyone. Take care.
Ma'am, what about yesterday's class recorded video, ma'am?
Thank you,
It
ma'am.
has not yet been shared to you all.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll make sure that it will be shared by tomorrow before afternoon. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, ma. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye
ma'am.
everyone. Bye bye.